So today I'm going to talk about how can we make a second brain with ClickUp. So what is second brain? So everyone knows we have a brain, of course, that is called the first brain. But the second brain is like if imagine like an assistant that can tell you every information that you need at any times, at anywhere. That is the second brain. But the best thing is like it won't cost you like a personal assistant, and it can ask anytime, like maybe at midnight or maybe at 11 p.m. or somewhere like that. You can ask anything to that second brain. So that is second brain. So are you interested about second brain? Because I'm going to talk about why one should have a second brain. So I also have a second brain. So the second brain is actually your notes. Bear with me. The notes, when you heard the words note, it's like it's again personal development things or something like that. It's really boring, blah blah blah. But actually, it's really interesting because our brain cannot handle a lot of junk things. For example, if someone asks you what you have had yesterday morning, you might forget. What did I eat yesterday morning? You might forget about it. Don't think about yesterday morning. Think about like, okay, right now you're like 8 p.m. or 10 p.m. and think about if someone asks you, what was your breakfast? And you might say like, oh, I forgot it. So our brain is like that. So even our lunch, our breakfast, our eating things, we can remember like that, and the important messages are also forgotten like that. That's why we need to write it down in somewhere where we are reliable. So that's why we need the second brain, and the second brain is called the notes. Because sometimes you've got that idea, and that idea is not useful right now, but it may be useful in the next month, next 6 months, or who knows, the idea might be your life-changing idea in the next 3 years or 5 years. It could be. No one knows the future, and no one knows what that kind of simple idea can change your life. So that's why if you got any idea, pop it in your head just by watching the YouTube video, or maybe reading the books, or maybe from the Instagram reel or TikTok. If you got some kinds of idea, it might be weird for now, but in your instinct you know that this is a really good one. I think this idea is a good one. So don't just stop at there. Take more action. Just write it down in your notebook, maybe a physical one, but I prefer the digital one, and that is the topic that I am going to talk about. So the digital one that I am going to talk about is ClickUp. So some might know about Asana, some might know about Trello or Notable or Notion, something like that. There are lots of tools for it, but bear with me, tools are just tools. If the user don't know how to use the tools very well, it's useless. Even if you have a golden tools, even if you have the sharpest knife, and if you don't know how to chop something, the sharpest knife is still useless, and it's still like a rock in your hand. So the tools doesn't matter. Any tools that is relatable can be used to build a second brain. For me, I use the ClickUp. So the ClickUp is like a project management tool, which is like Asana, Trello, a really simple one. But the reason I use the ClickUp is because my other job and my daily tasks are already in the ClickUp, so that's why I use it one. So the benefits of using the digital one, not just a ClickUp, the digital notes, is the other benefits, like you can search just from type in the search box. Okay, think about like this. You've got an idea every day by reading, by scrolling down to the Facebook, or maybe from the YouTube video. You've got an idea every day, and there are 365 days, and after 365 days there will be like 365 notes in your notebook, in your physical book. But you want to search something about like maybe building a website of the car and the cat example. Yeah, the car and the cat, or maybe combining the cat with the car game or something like that. You think, okay, I think I've written that kinds of note in my notebook. In your physical book you have to, you know, turn around and look around the page, everything and everywhere. It's not easy. But in the digital one, just use the search box, type the keywords, and it pop-ups just right in front of your eyes. So that is the really good reasons of using the digital one. So in this video, I'm not going to show you how to use ClickUp, because this is not about the use ClickUp tutorial. This is about why people should make a second brain and what is the second brain. So like I told you, our brain is not good at memorizing, and our brain shouldn't be like a database, or shouldn't be like a SD card, or you know, something like that, hard drive or something like that. Our brain is not just about storing, it's about how to manage it, how to think it, how to make our future better or something like that. It should be used like that one for the strategy, managing, planning, that kinds of actionable works should be used. Our brain should be used like that one. And our second brain should be like a database, like a SD card, or maybe like a hard drive. The data, our personal life data, should be stored in that second brain. And if we need something, if our managing brain, the first brain, needs something, just ask the second brain, or knock the second brain like this one. Knock knock, I need this information, can you show me like that one? Knock knock, I think I have got that idea before. I think I have written that kinds of notes from some kinds of books, and I think I've written that before. Can you show me? And just ask your digital notes, maybe ClickUp, Notion, or everything like that, and just search it, pop up, and do your own job continues. So the reasons of this video is about second brain, and like I told you, why, when it should be, and something like that, blah blah blah. But the most important thing is you need to take the action. You have to, you know now why notes are important, why second brain should be made, and why digital tools should be used rather than the physical books or something like that. So now you know everything. Just take an action. Start from today. If this is a night, just sign up the ClickUp and trying some kinds of feature. Oh, it's like this one. Oh, how do I know how to write the document? How should I make a space, or how should I make a new text in a ClickUp, or maybe Notion, or some everything, or even in the Apple Notes. It's still good to use, or it's still good to build a second brain even with your Apple Notes or your built-in note, maybe Samsung Notes or everything like that. But make sure to have a filter that make sure to have your folder that to make a clear vision for your future self. Your future self is the VIP one. The second brain is not for the current one, but for the future self, like maybe next 3 years that will be revisited again, 6 years, or maybe 1 year. So just start, take the action on, and I'll see you next week.